configure in size, position, and you can also crop the window. And we have one graphic layers. The graphic layers can be used as a background or as a foreground. This provides more flexibility for the configuration. Here's a demo of how we configure the background, the graphic as background or foreground. For background, you can put something like a PPT background on the back. And for foreground, you can define more flexibly on the window shape, size, and also you can put some kind of overlay on that. And for the multi-source, we can use for a lot of application. Like some kind of interview, you can use, for example, SDI camera as the input of one window. And also because we can support stream input, this means you can connect remote guests to the interview with the multi-source. And you can use for the presentation, like I am doing right now. You can have a presentation put here, and also you can show the presenter on as a window. And also we can set up some kind of panel discussion. And we can use a camera locally for the host and 3 additional remote connection via the IP input. So the Ghost Tutor also can provide 2 DSK layers and 1 upstream K layer, which make you can create a TV style professional layout. Here's an example of the layout. So we use the multi-source to create a background, and we can create 2 video windows on the background. All these things is come from the multi-source. And then we can add a speaker in front of the shop source. This speaker comes from a chroma key, a green screen. And then we can add a losser by using the DXK1 and add a station logo by using the DSK2. This means you can control the on-off of DSK1 and DSK2 separate. And for some kind of more complex layout, we can connect 4 camera input to the multi-source, and then we can add a pre-designed foreground overlays. So you can add the windows as well as all the graphics on the top of these 4 video windows. And also you can add some kind of losser or logo with DSK. For this kind of setup, you can freeze the upstream care, and possibly you can use for some kind of host, for example, for the esports. And besides the flexible multi-source features, now we can provide more professional overlays. You can use 2 DSK, one for the losser and the other for logo. And for one of these DSK because we can support the web browser import, which means you can use some professional dynamic overlay like the UNO and the H2R. So you can put various kind of logos, the soccer board, the screen title on the bottom of the screen. And we will talk about the app. So for the GhostStream Build ISO, it's similar to our original model. We can support three streams simultaneously to three different platforms. And you can use the profile defined inside the switch, and also you can use your customer RTMP. And now on the GhostStream Delta ISO, we use USB 3.0 high quality webcam output instead of original one. The stream software like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, OBS can be connected to the webcam output of the GhostStream. And now GhostStream ISO can output uncompressed video direct to the stream software. And because the GhostStream Builder has two HDMI plus one SDI, so you can connect with the material, the biggest screen, the LED wall in the church, and you can maybe use a larger screen like we just used in our meeting room for the demo. The GhostStream Duet ISO, based on its name, now can support ISO recording. So this means you can record the program output as well as all 8 input channels. And the eight input channel can be recorded directly on the SSD. If you only need to record the program channel, then you can use the SD card. For the new audio features, now we can support 2 XLR input. The 2 XLR input have professional audiophile grade preamps, which can provide no noise and high gain to drive low sensitive microphone like the SM7B, which is typically used in the live production. 3.5 microphone input can be used for the various mic. And also we have one monitoring 3.5 mid headphone output. The new GhostStream Duet ISO now can support auto switching. The auto switching is use audio picked up from the speaker to control the video switching, which can provide operation-free dynamic production for the people. So we can provide one wide angle camera and 2 close-up camera, and can automatically switch based on voice presence or to speaks. The wide angle camera can be also replaced with a multi-source. This means you can use to speak, which are not in the same place. For example, one in the studio, the other is a remote guest, and you can use the automatic switch to switch between these angles to produce a dynamic switch similar to the professional one does. Now we talk about control and the UI. Similar to our older products, the Ghosteam Delta ISO can support the control panel, the PC software, the Stream Deck control interface, as well as the built-in menu. For the control panel, now we have 8 source buttons, plus the shop source button, the media player button. And we have the dedicated output selection button, which can be used to assign different kind of input to outputs. And we have the stream button to start and stop streaming. We have the audio mixer button, which is similar to the other ones, but we have more input source. Now we have 10 macros as well as 10 scenes button. The macro is similar to the macros on other production switch, which can program a sequence of excursion, and in the live stream, you can use one button to exclude a sequence of operation. And for the scenes, this means you can record a whole setup of current switch, and you can switch between different kind of setup quickly by press one button. So we can provide 10 buttons for switch between different scenes. This means you can record all your setup, for example, in a live show, and during the show, you can only put this button to switch between these setups. And here's the record button. We have program recording, ISO recording, and here we have 2 video player, and this care button is similar to set on the auto mode. And here's the transition button and the transition key bars. So for the material, we have 2 layouts like this. This is one layout which can provide one program window as well as 8 input windows. And also we have the preview windows, the window for the media player as well as for the multi-source. And we have the status window, which can display all the audio means, the recording status, the stream status, the player status. And we have another material layout, which is suitable for some application with less input source, and you can the same size of preview and program windows, and some necessary input source like the media player and the multi-source. So that's the control panel. So that's the introduction about our new Gulfstream Delta ISO. And now we have a community which have about 8,000 people inside the Gulfstream users. And we have the professional expert inside the group, which can support different kind of question in the application. For our older Gulfstream product, we still keeping firmware upgrading and keeping evolution. Now for the Gulfstream Delta and the deck, we just release a new update. In the new update, now we can support vertical production. You can use the vertical stream mode for TikTok and Instagram. And now we combine the control software of the Gulfstream Deck Delta and the Gulfstream Delta ISO together. So this means one software you can control different model of our switch. And also for the new update, the Mac version software gets Apple certified. So it will make you much easier to install the software on a MacBook. So that's my whole introduction of our new product and the new updating of our older product. Thanks for Angel provide us a chance for the introduce our product, and thanks for Bell Smile to support Angel for that. Hello?
Okay, can you hear me? Can you,
Hello?
can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. I can hear you.
Okay, so thank you very much. There's one for feature that is the ISO 8. So through outputs, I can see that you have introduced things here. So I don't have to press select. So you can select output 1 and then you want to come out of the output 1. And then the same with output 2. Bring about switcher, the bigger switcher. That Liren, did you hear what I asked?
Hello?
Right?
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you clearly.
Fair now.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So,
It still has some problem.
okay, I'm coming. Liren, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry for that. What I was
That's
saying
okay.
is that the new switcher, that is the ISO 8, is having, let me say, like a mini switcher where you have the outputs 1 and 2 that you can just select, and then you are able to send maybe input 1 to the output, or if you want to select input 2, you are able to do that, right?
Yes. For the HDMI output 2 and the SDI output, you can select from the 8 inputs, the program outputs and the preview outputs.
Okay, so that makes it looks very nice. And then I also like the idea that initially we know you were either using the HDMI or the SDI, and then you brought an update so we can use both the SDI and then the HDMI. That's also a great update.
Yes. Now we can connect up to 8 baseband video like HDMI and SDI to the switcher.
Okay. Then I also realized that your new update that you released recently, you can do vertical.
I'm sorry. For the Gulfstream Dual ISO, we can only support the horizontal production. But for the deck and the Dual, now we have a new release the firmware which can support vertical.
Okay, but is it coming to the ISO 8?
Currently, we have no plan to update the ISO with vertical support at this moment.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you for joining us. This is the Ghana Media Tech Expo, and we will be here today and tomorrow. We will be setting up this device that you sent so that people can actually have a hands-on during this 2-day program. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you, guys, to spend time in to let me introduce our product.
Thank you. So I'll send you pictures.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So I'm done. Mute me. Mute me.